This game called football, what is it? Some say it's simple, blocking and tackling. Others say it teaches toughness, discipline, and yet the very road to success is the same. It's always hard work and teamwork every fall season. The young people that we will see play here today will probably, many of them, play their last season in Cleveland Muni football. Again, there were 17 teams, 12 to 14 years old, involving 350 players, no weight limit. They competed every weekend starting on August 17th with one goal of playing for their league championship here today. Welcome to Collinwood Athletic Complex for the 2019 Bantamweight Championship game between the Glenville Elite Panthers and the Maple Heights Saints. Hi, I'm Tim Wells, and my partner John Good joins us today. John, tell us the real story behind these two teams and what we can expect.
Well, we got two teams, Tim, that's very talented, first of all, and very big. Both teams fought their way through the season with a goal in mind to get to this championship game. And here they are, a beautiful day in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're ready to rock and roll.
And then when you look at these two teams, it starts first with the Maple Heights Saints, the visiting team. They come in at 4-2. Again, their only two losses was earlier in the year. One of them was to Glenville, but they come in here with a different mindset. They're under Coach Mike Powers. They won 28-14 over George Monroe, 20-6 over the Westside Wolverines. What did Mike Powers tell you his team needs to do to win today, John?
Tim, he told me that they need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. No negative plays or penalties, and be disciplined. Mentally, stay focused.
And then when you look at the Maple Heights Saints, obviously they got some outstanding players to be here. It starts with their quarterback, running back, number 3, Antonio Bolden. Let's talk about those key players for the Maple Heights Saints.
Yeah, number 3, Antonio Bolden, an all-star this year. He plays running back and quarterback, and he's going to be all over the place, Tim. He's the go-to guy. He's a team leader and a captain, plays multiple positions, like I mentioned, and he's the leading rusher on the team.
And on the right, you see Elijah Gray, number 1, quarterback, linebacker. Tell us about him.
Yeah, these guys are interchangeable. He, Gray, and Bolden Jr. He's number 4 in the league in passing with 4 touchdowns. A young player, so he'll be back next year, steady with a high football IQ.
And then on the other side, you're looking at the defending champ, the Glenville Elite Panthers, 6-0 under Kelvin Spates. They bring the number 1 defense in the league, number 2 offense in the league. Their wins, 33-0 over Richmond Conquerors, 34-0 over Sims Raiders, 12-0 over CMHA Renegades. Those are playoff scores, not giving up a point. What was the Coach Spates tell you, John, as far as his keys for today?
Spates told me, Tim, that discipline and limit the number of penalties is key for his team. Control the line of scrimmage and don't turn over the football. They have the mental edge against Maple Heights because they beat them earlier in the year, but he don't want to rest on those laurels. He does not want Maple Heights to control that line of scrimmage. He wants to control it on his side of the ball.
And then when you look at their key players, it starts also with the number 1 league passer, throwing 6 touchdowns during the year, their leader and captain, number 6, Demario Witten. Tell us a little bit about him.
Demario Witten is a quarterback, Tim, and a defensive end, another unique combination. Like you mentioned, number 1 in the league with 6 touchdowns. He's the team leader and the captain and one of the best quarterbacks in the program's history. Great arm strength, and we look forward to seeing him play in many days in the future. Number 2, Bryce West, running back, offensive lineman. That name sounds familiar. He's been around throughout his Muni career, coming up from Termite all the way to Bantam in his championship game. Number 9 in the league in scoring with 24 points. Can play anywhere on the field. Team player, great tackler, and a high football IQ as well. And then we have Maquan Gravely, a wide receiver, running back, an outside linebacker. He's all over the place. He's elusive, plays multiple positions, part of this scoring offense of the Elite Panthers, and has great hands and great speed.
Well, we are moments away from championship action. When we come back, we'll go to Joe Wise for those player introductions.
Need food? We can help. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Benefits Outreach Department works within the community to help individuals locate food and apply for SNAP and other public benefits. Weekdays, our help center accepts phone calls from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and walk-ins from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 216 738-2067 or stop in our facility at 15500 South Waterloo Road. Our benefits outreach counselors are out in the community every day assisting with benefit enrollment and connecting the community to vital resources. Keep your eye out for our food truck, providing free, fresh produce and SNAP enrollment in the community. For more information, visit www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/gethelp.
Well, right now we're going to go to Joe Wise for the player introductions.
Welcome to Collinwood Sports Complex for the 2019 Bantamweight Championship game. The participants for today's game, first starting with the Maple Heights Saints. Number 1, from Hillside, 7th grader Elijah Gray. Number 2, from Hope Academy, 7th grader Devin Poole. Number 3, from Cleveland School of Arts, 8th grader Antonio Bolden. Number 4, from Sunbeam School, 8th grader Jameer Mason Owens. Number 5, from Sunbeam School, 8th grader Jameer Mason Owens. Number 6, from Adelaide Stevenson School, 7th grader Don Lucas Jr. Number 7, from Miles Elementary, 8th grader Latrell Thomas. Number 8, homeschool, 8th grader Karan Thomas. Number 10, from Milkovich Middle School, 7th grader Kamari Mans. Number 12, from Rama Christian Academy, 7th grader Brandon Rogers. Number 13, from ICANN School, 8th grader Deshaun Hamilton. Number 21, from Haskett Middle School, 7th grader Cameron Knight. Number 11, from Bedford Middle, 7th grader Zephaniah Beverly. Number 30, 7th grader from Kenneth Clement, Taylor Gordon. Number 51, from East Prep, 8th grader Philip Sains Jr. Number 58, from Milkovich Middle School, 7th grader Jaden Woods. Number 53, from Stream Academy, 8th grader Kevin Steele Jr. Number 54, from Rama Middle School, 8th grader Bryce Young. Number 56, from Campus International, 8th grader Earl Gator. Number 57, from Harvard Middle School, 7th grader Michael Harris. Number 55, from Bedford Middle, 8th grader DeBron Graster. Number 9, from Milkovich Middle School, 8th grader James Walker. Number 34, from Milkovich Middle School, 8th grader Andre Williams. Number 0, from Ohio College Prep, 7th grader Dontel Avery. Number 32, from Nathan Hale, 6th grader Jamarion Sharp. The Maple Heights Saints organizational coordinator is John Watts. The head coach, Mike Powers. Defensive coordinator, Terrence Pollard. Mike Powers is also the offensive coordinator Assistant coaches are Cornell Johnson, Willie Henderson, Darrell Neal, Philip Sane Sr., Jeradia Mason Owens, Deontay Neal. And now, their opponent, the Glenville Panthers. Number 1, from Patrick Henry, 8th grader, Monte Young Jr. Number 2, from Solon Middle School, 8th grader, Bryce West. Number 3, from Kenneth Clements, 8th grader, Kyan Mason. Number 4, from Kenneth Clements, 8th grader, Jason Williams. Number 5, from Marion and Bethune, 8th grader, Damari Evans. Number 6, from Pinnacle Academy, 8th grader, Damarion Witten. Number 7, from East Academy School, 8th grader, Deshante Fountain. Number 8, from East Prep Academy, 8th grader, Jamal Jones. Number 9, from Euclid Junior High, 8th grader, Myquan Gravely. Number 10, from Memorial, 8th grader, Carryon Ford. Number 11, from Michael R. White, 8th grader, Glenn Wright Jr. Number 12, from East Prep, 8th grader, Elijah Lee Walters. Number 13, from Marion Sterling, 8th grader, Anthony Hughes. Number 17, from Our Lady of Peace, 8th grader, Joshua Hayden. Number 19, from Michael R. White, 7th grader, Damarion Bannister. Number 20, from Memorial, 7th grader, Damarion Gill. Number 21, from Michael R. Wright, 7th grader, Anthony Wright. Number 24, from Patrick Henry, 8th grader, Darian Polo Rice. Number 25, Darrell Wheeler from East Academy, 7th grader. Number 23, 8th grader from Patrick Henry, Devontae Johnson. Number 34, Citizen Leadership Academy, 8th grader, Ahmad Gordon. Number 52, from St. John, Nottingham, 8th grader, Matthew Gary. Number 99, from East Academy, 8th grader, Ramir Askew. The organization's coordinator is James Moore and Kenyon Albert. The head coach is Kelvin Spates. The offensive coordinator is Sean Williams Sr. The defensive coordinator is Kevin Spates. Assistant coaches, Eric Hasler, Brian West Sr., Elliot Gates, Eddie Mason, Team Mom, Ariel Gross, Chris Ford, Deontay May, and Lamont Kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, the Glenville Panthers.
At this moment, we'd like to ask everybody if they could please stand. This year, the Cleveland Muni Football League, the Cleveland community, and the Glenville community lost a pivotal piece to our program, to our community. Rob J. McQueen, former coordinator of the Glenville Titans, who spent countless years, hours, service, advocacy for the Glenville community, passed away this year. So we just want to take a moment of silence to recognize Coach Rob J. Thank you.
On the sidelines for today's game, from the Cleveland Clinic, Tom Weimer.
Well, as you can see, the Glenville Elite Panthers come in here with a special reason to play for a young man named Rob J. McQueen. It was really the person that started it all a long time ago for the Glenville Titans organization. He's been a big part of that community, and they're going to be playing. They've said they've dedicated this game to them. But, John, let's take a look, first of all, at the officials that will call today's game. And, again, they're certified through the Ohio High School Athletic Association. On the left is our head referee, Carl Brown. Or he's the second from the left there. Carl Brown, 33 years as an official. He's a graduate of Glenville, and he retired from Nassau. Next to him in the middle is Bruce Hill, 33 years as an official, graduate of Hawken, a retired probation officer. On the far right is Dale Golick, 18 years as a ref, a 1976 graduate of Lincoln West Wolverine, currently works in automotive packing. And on the far left is Mel Parker, 13 years as an official, 1989 graduate of Aviation High School, and he's a retiree from UPS. But, John, they'll deal with some basic rules, but not a lot of difference from the high school rules, but there are a few. Let's talk about those.
Yeah, Tim, let's talk about those. This Bantam division are ages 12 to 14. There's no weight limit, so we got some big boys out there. 8-minute quarters, regulation clock, 4 timeouts per game, 1 additional timeout in each overtime for each team. No kickoffs. On punts, only 1 player may rush from the outside of each defensive end. The scoring is conventional. Touchdown is 6 points. Safety is 2 points. The ball is punted from the 20-yard line if it's inside. Extra points, kick, it goes 2 points, and you run or pass it in is 1 point.
So, again, the bantamweight division, we talked about the 2 teams. They come in here, both of them, and I've seen the Maple Heights Saints play a previous playoff game. They're big up front. And I got to believe you're looking at an athletic team with a lot of speed in the Glenville Elite Panthers. And on the other side, Maple Heights with the defense. They're big and strong. So we'll see if the athleticism runs away or if we're going to be on top of it.
Yeah, Tim, the Saints defense is ranked number 7th in the league. However, they do have good athletes. They come in here with high intensity and a high form of concentration to slow down this Panther offense.
So Hayden at quarterback. He's going to look to throw right off the rip. They get it to the outside. And here, there's that speed we talked about, John. A big gain. A gain of over 20 yards on a pass play to the right-hand side.
Good job there by the quarterback just to get rid of the football under pressure. You can see here, they just run right over the back. He just tosses out there to number 4. Does a good job of making guys miss. He's got some quick steps and just make positive yards. Good start for the Glenville Panthers.
And finally brought down by Deshaun Hamilton, the outside linebacker. First down and 10. They're going to try to run right behind that left guard, and he's going to pick up some huge yards. He'll pick up about 7 yards on the play before he's brought down by Frederick Johnson, number 52.
Yeah, Deshaunte Fountain doing a very good job of keeping those feet moving, Tim, and driving to get positive yards. They want to get on the scoreboard first right here because they know they have the number 1 defense in the league.
Second down and 7.
Jet
Trying to run wide. Find a gap. A gap it is, and much more. Another first down for the Glenville Panthers. Jameer Owens, Mason Owens, the cornerback. When you got cornerbacks making tackles, John, early, that means a lot of trouble.
That means a whole lot of trouble, Tim. But 3 plays to 3 different people, getting everybody involved right here. Number 2, Bryce West, a staple as being a star in this league. Did an excellent job of getting that ball upfield.
1st and 10. They're on the 21. Just underway in the first quarter.
They got quite a few West boys on the Glenville program.
They faked it, and they beat everybody. A missed tackle, touchdown. Glenville Elite Panthers.
Great execution by the Panthers right there. A little misdirection. Had the Saints defense guessing, not keying, reading their keys. And number 7 right there, Deshaunte Fountain pops up and breaks the tackle and makes it into the end zone to give them a 6-0 lead.
Folks, you just saw why they are ranked number 2 in offense. They scored 155 points. They're averaging 26. And they kept that right up right through the playoffs.
They're going to kick it, Tim.
And kicking it is number 6 from Glenville, Demarion Witten.
And it's good. It's good.
And it is good.
Yeah, good job.
So an 8-0 lead, and we'll take a look at it one more time. I'll tell you what, John, he created a great fake here. You watch this fake. He faked me out on it.
He sure did.
See that kid right there? They thought they were tackling him, and the ball was going the other way.
Sure did. Number 4 right there for the Saints.
This tackle.
Mason Owens has got to make sure he secures that tackle to slow down this Panther defense. But they'll get a chance to put some points on the board right here.
Now, for you folks at home, a kick on an extra point is worth 2. And most teams don't use a lot of the kicking, so that really puts Glenville at a big advantage. Now, Maple Heights all year has not kicked an extra point, so that's something we need to keep an eye on as we go through. So it's 1st down and 10. We're on the 35-yard line, and the Maple Heights offense comes in play.
Maple Heights offense that gets off to a fast start in these playoffs, Tim. They scored most of their points in the first quarter.
Again, that's that power running right behind with their quarterback. And again, Fountain and Askew there to meet the challenge. The linebacker came up, Joshua Hayden. 2nd down, we'll call it 8.
Just like Coach Powers told us before the game, Tim, trying to control that line of scrimmage. So the first play right there, quarterback sneak to get the attitude right of that offensive line.
And this is the kind of, the first play is an indication what Maple likes to do. They like to grind it out, run the football.
Run the clock.
Hey, Bryce, you got a receiver?
Couldn't ask for better weather for football.
So we have our first timeout in the ball game where Mike Powers saw something he did not like. And we're going to try to pick up exactly what he's saying in the huddle right now with our TV 20 mic on the field.
Early in this game, he doesn't want the Glenville Panthers to get started on that offense, Tim. You know he got to match a score right here real quick to give his team some confidence and stay in this game.
Well, we've been hearing about these two teams all week, and everyone that I talk to tells me that the Glenville team is so athletic, so quick. We saw that in their first series on offense.
Yes, we did.
You know, and Maple's got to be able to do better job on the defensive side when they go back to defense.
Well,
so it's 2nd down and 8. We're still in first quarter. Maple in the white, and they draw the Glenville team off.
They'll get a free 5 yards to make it second down and manageable. And they'll probably run that wedge play again.
On the defense. 5 yards. Repeat the down.
That's Carl Braun, our head official. Again, that's one of the things that the Maple Heights team will do is they'll make you disciplined not to be jumping. Because when they climb in, everybody wants to get a quick run into it.
Here comes the wedge again, looks like. Nope, he backed out and threw it. He got a man. Need a little more air underneath that one.
He was open, John.
Yeah, he was open. Just need a little bit more air underneath it. Put it up there, had a little pressure, but still was able to get it off.
So 3rd down and 2.
That's more of a timing route. A 3-step drop. Put some air underneath it, let the receiver run underneath it, and take it for a big play.
John, we just did the Pee Wee Championship game between the Garden Valley Falcons and the Collinwood Cobras. That was a defensive battle, but this one started out with a flare of fire right away.
Yeah, very surprised that Glenville was able to get on the board that quick, but just caught the Saints defense out of sync. They got to get this first down now. And they went with the quarterback. Wow.
Hayden and Askew.
Wow.
And again, that's a sack. Nowhere to go, a loss of about 5. It's 4th down now. And they're going to go about 4th and 6, maybe 4th and 7.
Yeah, Joshua Hayin did a good job of penetration right there with number 99 coming in to help clean it up. Ramir Askew.
So it looks like they're in punt formation. The only ones that can rush are from the outside. And he punts it straight up in the air. It'll get a
touched it.
Player
Touched
and
it.
they
Saints
recover. The Maple Heights Saints.
Wow. Just what they needed.
It was number 4 that recovered the ball. The ball hit number 10, Carry-On Ford, but he wasn't able to secure it. So Maple Heights gets the first break in the ball game.
Yeah, the first thing the coaches tell you is, teaches you on that punt return, tell them is to catch the football. If you're not going to catch it, get away from it. You got a hot call or a Peter call that tells the rest of your teammates to get away from the football when it hits the ground.
So now we have an official in the booth with us, Ralph King. Ralph, what are they discussing on this play and what's going on right here?
What I think they're discussing on this play is the fact that once you try to possess the ball in any way, shape, or form and it's touched, it's now dead at the point after the touch. So it should be Glenville's ball.
And that's exactly what they did. So as soon as the ball was touched, even though it wasn't secured, the ball becomes dead and it's their ball. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And the reason why we do that, folks, is to limit injuries to the players as they dive for the football. That's what most injuries do occur. Statistics tells us that on all levels of football, that when there's a fumble, especially on a special teams play, the risk of injury goes sky high.
So Glenville will get their second set here. It'll be 1st and 10. They're at their own 46-yard line. Handoff. Oh, big hole. Big hole.
Wow.
And a nice run by number 2 before he was brought down by the cornerback, Joshmere Mason Owens.
Yeah, Saints are not doing a good job of controlling that line of scrimmage like Coach Powers wants them to do. They're just running right at them, setting an attitude up front, which is what Glenville likes to do. And Maple Heights has got to step it up. Oh, got a penalty.
So they called a penalty on the play.
Maybe that's why it was so successful.
Can you explain that to me, Mr. King? What did he call there?
He called a holding on number 9, so they must have seen something, a pull of the jersey or a tug somewhere, and that's what happened.
All right, second down, we'll call it 10. Handoff outside, big hole.
Big hole.
He's gone. No, he brought him down from behind. He chased him down, but it was Antonio Bolden with a saving tackle. But number 2, the real deal, Bryce West.
And you can tell he's a track guy, Tim. Look at those strides. Look at the way he picks him up and puts him down. But you can see Antonio there has the angle on him, and he needed that angle too.
His favorite player, Saquon Barkley.
That's a good one.
Yeah. If he ain't running track somewhere, he better be. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's pretty quick, Tim. He's been successful on the previous 3 levels of Muni football. Been an all-star on all 3 of those levels. A good student, and it's been a pleasure and a treat to watch him grow and play. Looking forward to seeing him play many years to come.
First and 10. They're on the 26 of the Maple Heights Lions.
Give it
They
to
run
him.
a right off tackle. Breaks it
Wow,
one way, and he's taking it right to the hole.
Wow.
Touchdown, Glenville. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That guy needs to be down at Municipal Stadium.
Next to Chubb, huh?
You better believe it.
Good job by the offensive line to occupy people
They
right
have him there.
there.
They missed him there. They
Yep.
missed him there. And it's nothing but straight to the house.
Yeah, he broke about 5 or 6 tackles on that play.
That's DeShante Fountain with the touchdown. 4th leading scorer in the league. That's his 3rd touchdown in the playoffs.
We see why.
They'll go for the extra kick. They've been 5 out of 6, and that one gets partially blocked. So with 2:37 to go here in the first quarter, it's been all Glenville.
Yes, it has.
The Glenville Elite Panthers. And again, John, when we were talking about the teams earlier before we got started, there were some things that they were concerned about. In Maple Heights, if you look at what Coach Powers told us, I can understand why he said that's a big concern.
Yeah, as you can see right here on the touchdown play, the line of scrimmage is definitely dominated by the Glenville Panthers. 52 did get penetration for the Saints, but he overran the play, and the linebackers has got to make those tackles. They just got to wrap this guy up and bring him down. They know they're playing against a top-rated offense, and they just got to bring the attitude and the wood with them to make sure they get them stopped. The big thing with Glenville is they got all kind of weapons. You got number 7, you got number 2, you got number 3, you got number 4. So see ball, get ball. That's all there is to it.
So Maple Heights Saints back on offense, and they draw them off sides.
Dead ball, encroachment. Defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
With 2:37 left in the first quarter and up 2 scores, Maple Heights has got to score here soon.
I'll tell you, Jen, when you looked at that play, there seemed to be a problem with the exchange.
Yeah, it did, Tim. Wasn't clean at all. Elijah Gray finally was able to corral the ball and get upfield, try to get upfield. You see number 3, Antonio Bolden Jr. getting the handoff right there. Just, he bobbled it a little bit. He put it where it was supposed to be. Glenville swarming, brought him down.
It's like standing up in the hole instead of hitting the hole, John.
Yeah, he's got to get upfield. This defense is quick. This team is quick. It's fast.
Second down and 5. They're on their own 40. Gonna look to throw.
Oh,
Right there, well defended, was number 99, Ramir Askew. They had that smelled out from the very beginning.
yeah, Ramir Askew's having a heck of a start in this game, Tim. He's made a few plays on defense. That's an excellent job of reading that little flare pattern right there. And instead of penetrating upfield, he just ran with the running back. Quarterback is looking right at him. Good job getting that hand up there.
3rd down and 5, 1:40 to go, first quarter. We want to remind you folks at home, we want to be part of today's telecast, as we'll be selecting an outstanding player, offense and defense. See if you can match our lecture stat crew. There's a nice play right there. Nice job of running by number 3 from Maple Heights. And on the tackle, Devontae Johnson and Antonio Bolden. He's one of the guys that they're counting on that's going to have to carry the ball and make some big plays for them.
Yep, and that's a huge first down for them too, Tim, to keep this drive alive. You know, Deshaun Hamilton, Kevin Steele, Jaden Woods, Phillip Sains, Frederick Johnson, Earl Gator, and Karan Thomas. Those guys have got to get the attitude to stay man on man with this Glenville defense, so they can give their backs, their quarterback, their key players a chance to make some plays.
You know, I've noticed from both sides of the ball, the players are in position to make the tackle. It's them executing and making the tackle.
Yeah, poor form. They're just putting their heads down and hoping they grab them, and can't do that. Got to keep your head up.
They're calling a false start, I think, on number 5.
False start. Offense. Number 5.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So let's take a look at it here, see if we got it. Ralph, can you tell us exactly what they're calling here?
Yeah, he kept hitching.
Yeah, the quarterback's bouncing also. It could have been either on number 5 or the quarterback for that movement, because that could easily draw the defense off.
It's a
So
good trick.
First down, 15.
Right up the middle again. Pushing.
What a push.
He picked up about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 9. He was brought down by number 25 from the Glenville Elite Panthers. That was Darrell Wheeler, the 8th grader out of East Academic, honor roll student at his school. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter, where it's been the Glenville Elite Panthers. Their house so far, 14-0. And while we have a break in the action here, we want to remind you that take a look at this last play right here, John.
Yeah, this is the touchdown.
This is that touchdown, man.
Yeah, it's a good job as he scores his 2nd touchdown of the day. Deshaunte Fountain looking real good to him again. Looks like he's going to be a good player for quite some time. Big and strong, breaks tackles. Good-looking kid.
Well, obviously, John, when you think about the fall season, yeah, it'll wrap up. We got much more coming on TV 20 with all-star games, championship games, cheerleading.
That's right.
But obviously, we want to let you know, folks at home, one of the best kept secrets in recreation is free meals at all the Cleveland recreation centers between the hours of about 3:30 and 4:30. You can contact your local recreations. The requirements are that you must be a student in school. If you're a student in school, you can go to your local recreation centers and contact them. If you need more information about the free lunch program, you can pick up the phone right now. It's 664-2570. That's 664-2570. So we are here at the beginning of the second quarter. It's 2nd down and 9. And he's looking, he's pressured.
Oh, ball's out.
The ball came out. And it looks like it's going to be recovered by the same team. The Saints did recover it. And on the tackle was Devontae Johnson. He came all the way over from the right defensive end.
Yeah, it's surprising to see a team actually throw the ball from underneath the center with everybody crowded in like that with that close formation. That just gives the defense a shorter path to the quarterback. That makes it that much more important to block. Number 53 right there. Couldn't quite sustain his block on his man, and he was able to get loose and get to the quarterback and get the ball loose as well. So it's going to have to be a better effort on that offensive line if they're going to throw from that formation.
Third down, we'll call it about 18.
Everybody, listen up.
He tried to throw it again.
Nothing doing. I tell you, it's tough when you're coaching and you can't win the line of scrimmage. That makes it really tough, John, to call the play and try to get a big one. You're not going to get that.
Yeah, and that was 4th down, too. So surprised at that call. Well, this is 4th down. I'm sorry. But I'm surprised at that call on 3rd down and long that they had. They want to try to get themselves some type of field position so that they can keep the field at least tipped evenly. But right here, it's going to give the Panthers some excellent field position.
You got to tip your hat to that crew. Ramir Askew, Deshaun Fountain, Darren Rice, Darren Gill, Devontae Johnson. That defensive line has been winning the battle.
They sure have, Tim. And when they see them in that up-close, crowded formation on offense, that just gives them more confidence. They got a shorter distance to go. They don't have to think as much.
So there's the punt.
Good kick. Good
And
bounce.
it gets a roll. And they'll down it right there at about the 34-yard line.
All right, come on, Saints. 3 and out. That's what you need right here. With 5:52 left in the half. Defensive coordinators got to dial up some plays to slow this Glenville offense down. First, they can start with tackling.
Again, John, the punt rule, we want to remind our folks that the defensive team can only rush from the outside, and there's only one player on each side that can rush. Nobody can come through the middle or rush on a punt. It's a safety feature as well, folks. So here we got 1st down, and I think the coach is asking, why isn't it back there where it was downed at? Mr. King, can you help us out here on why the ball was moved up?
Yeah, that was a bit confusing right there.
What's going on, Mr. King? Mr. King, is your mic working?
I'm having some mic difficulty here. Let me get some technical support.
All right, well, it seems like they got it straight now. So I think they thought when it hit the turf, that's where it's dead, but it isn't. They can roll and then stop. I'll bet you that's what it was.
Yeah, I think they were going by when the ball first hit the turf and made a mark. Now they're going to gather and talk about it and try to figure out exactly what the situation is.
White man go in motion. You go in motion. You go in motion. And Bryce, you run it like you run the floppers.
So we're here in the Glenville huddle. There they are, around their coach.
Elliot Gates right there. Been a great giver to the community, especially the Glenville program. And he's excellent with these young men on and off the field.
So there's 5:52 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And while they're discussing it, we're going to let you know, even though the fall season will be coming to an end in a very short time, we're looking toward winter. It's no better time to get into those gyms and sign up for hoops. It's basketball hoops sign-up time at all Cleveland Recreation Centers. They're free to you, the citizens of Cleveland. Again, it's ages all the way from 5 to 17 years old. Again, we recommend that you please contact your local recreation centers. If you have questions about the girls basketball, you can call 664-2014. In the boys basketball, you can call 664-3535. So 1st down and 10. Glenville juggernaut has not been stopped. No punts. They've been able to score at will. They lead 14-0. There's the slant across the middle. And he's gone.
Wow. That's Bryce West. Not going to catch him.
If that guy goes to Glenville, let's see where he's going. He's in oh my Lord. That guy will be on the track team and set records, I promise you. Man.
It's a good looking athlete.
65-yard pass play to Bryce West.
I think what might be better than that run, Tim, is this throw. Just a good job right here by the quarterback. Just a nice, easy throw. Flicked it out there. Receiver, soft hands. West getting it in his hands and just taking it to the house. Demarion Witten. He's been doing it all season. Pinnacle Academy 8th grader. Favorite player, Lamar Jackson. Looks like Lamar Jackson too. Nice throw.
Well, this has been one of those teams that they've followed as they've gone up the ladder. Again, we mentioned they're the defending champs, all of them pretty much back from the year before.
Yeah, whatever high school coach gets his hands on that quarterback is going to be happy for 4 years.
So Bryce West accomplished in the first half what they don't do in a full season game, where he picks up 108 yards, total yards already in the first half.
Yeah, here it is again. Quarterback, he's looking at the receiver the whole time. He knows who he wants to go to. Corner just couldn't keep up with him, and he just splits the safeties. And they're chasing him all the way to pay dirt. They're not going to catch that guy.
I don't think they can play, you know, man-to-man against these guys. They're too quick, too fast.
I agree, Tim. They do have to get those safeties back and keep everybody in front of them.
Well, as soon as this half ends, we'll be talking to the head coach of the Maple Heights Saints, Mike Powers. I'll tell you what, he's a good coach, but I don't know if I have the answer myself. They're that good.
Well, he's got to get pressure on their quarterback. If they just tackled him, we've seen a few plays on these touchdown plays, big plays. All they have to do is tackle at the point of attack, and that will limit this Glenville offense. But just a great effort by some great athletes, getting it done and making it to pay dirt.
So Maple Heights back on offense.
They got to open it up now. Maple Heights has got to open it up. Be careful with the turnovers. There you go.
Trying to run one right up the middle behind their center. Again, he runs right into the linebackers, Joshua Hayden and Bryce West.
Yeah, the leaders on this team, this Maple Heights team, Antonio Bolden, Devin Poole, Jaden Woods, they've got to shoulder the load right here and get this team motivated to get back into this game. It's not impossible. See right here, takes a step, sees a hole, gets through there, just getting positive yards. Doing a good job. Second and manageable.
2nd down and 4. Same spot right up the middle.
He's close to a first down. I believe he
yes,
has it.
He does. Joshua Hayden, Darian Rice. He found a little soft spot in that line.
It's a good job by that offensive line, just putting a hat on the body and driving him out, giving his quarterback, his all-star, a crease. And once he does that, he got the first down. They got to keep up this effort and get some points before the half.
1st down and 10, 4:20 to go in the ball game, or in the half.
He's going to try to throw. There's nothing there. There was nothing there.
Tackle was McQuan Gravely.
There's just no urgency right there for the receivers to even get in the route. You can see right here, they're just shuffling around. I guess it was a run option pass, and they didn't even try to run a route. They just tried to shadow the defender. And we got some frustration here. This is a big penalty.
And they can least afford that, the type of offense they are.
Yeah, now's not the time to make these type of mental errors. They got to come together and join as one and get back in this ball game. You can see right here, they're taking a look at, he sees the flag. He said something to the referee or something with the body language. I don't know if it was number 3, the All-Star.
Is there some kind of automatic thing that happens, Ralph, that occurs where if they say the certain word or, hey?
Well, it looked like there that number 52 had more of a problem than number 3, so it might have been on him. Yeah, and something could have been said, something could have been done outside of what's normally accepted. And here we got some more curricular activity.
Yep, the whistle blew and there was some more extracurricular activity.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, defense. 15-yard penalty.
So they're going to give it right back to him.
Yeah, I believe after the whistle blew, he tried to sling him down to the ground. I see the number of the defensive player.
So it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it about 11.
See right here, number 1, Elijah Gray trying to make positive yards. The whistle blows, and there it is right there. He throws him down, number 12.
Silly penalties. Again, number 12 from Glenville with the penalty was Elijah Walters. Of course, he loves boxing. They tell us he's a Julio Jones, East Prep Academy, 8th grader.
Quarterback keeper.
Right through the middle. 4th down. Now it's 4th and 8. And again, Devontae Johnson on the tackle.
Not a bad job by the offensive line right there, but they got to get to the 2nd level. Glenville is secure in their tackles, and the Saints have got to do a better job on theirs. You can see right here. Good job, big hole, but it's an excellent effort right there by number 23 to make that tackle.
So the officials are huddled up here talking about it. I didn't see. Did someone call timeout?
No, I didn't see it.
Dr. King, can you please explain to me what's going on here?
Well, it looks like they're huddling up for some conference that might have went on the field. Don't know what went on the field because the ball hasn't moved and there's no flags, so I really couldn't tell you what they're talking about.
Pass tackle by Devontae Johnson, Patrick Henry, 8th grader.
John, all those times we see Ralph on the field, we always just say the same thing. What's he talking about down there? Oh, my Lord. 4th down, 9.
Another tight formation. They're going to try to throw out of it. He puts it in the air. He's got 2 men on him, but intercepted. And that's number 4 right there.
Headed to the sideline. There's a penalty right there.
Yeah, Jason Williams. Probably an illegal block. Illegal block by Glenville.
Jomar Mason Owens was the one that made the tackle. But they're calling an illegal block in the back. Let's see if we can see it here, Ralph. Here he comes on the sideline. See, missed tackle.
tackle.
And I don't know if we're going to catch it in the picture here.
Yeah, this is a good effort right there by number 4, Jason Williams, bringing that ball back.
We have a block in the back on the red. Has been assessed. First down.
This defensive backfield is way too athletic to throw the ball up just for grabs. They didn't have the Saints player didn't even have a chance to catch the football. You have to throw to the open man. You can't throw to a hope and a prayer.
So Glenville now takes over the ball on the 40-yard line of Maple Heights, or of Glenville. It'll be first down and 10 with 2:33 to go in the half.
Got 2 people in motion. They got away with it, just getting set up. He let him get outside. 51 let him get outside. Now he's got to make the tackle.
Pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, it should have been back further than that. It's Maple Heights defense. That 51 right there, Philip Sains, couldn't keep containment on the quarterback, and he was able to pick up positive yards.
Second down, 10, 8. We'll call it 8, maybe 7. We do want to remind you at halftime, besides talking to the 2 coaches, we're going to talk to our main sponsor,
like
Karen Butler from Neon.
Uh-oh.
Bad snap.
Uh-oh. Saints got it.
Don't see anything right away.
Saints got it.
They do. So a turnover, and a big turnover it is, as Glenville gives the ball up on a bad snap. We'll
That
look at it
Philip
here.
Sain? Yeah, it just rolls right past the quarterback. That's Philip Sain? Yeah, I think it is.
Number 3.
Number 3?
It was Antonio Bolden that recovered it.
Yeah, 51 Sain was in on that too. It's a nice makeup play by him.
So first down and 10, 2:15 to go. It'd be nice to see if they can get a score here, John.
Yeah, it would be. You know, you got guys like Antonio Bolden who's trying to make plays. That quarterback, you know, running the football. He and Elijah Gray. But again, we got to get that offensive line with maximum effort. Again, Hamilton Jr., Steele Jr., Wood, Sains, Johnson, Gator, and Thomas. They just got to be more consistent. Yeah, number 20 came in there and laid some wood. Kamarian Gill.
And again, now you've got after the whistle. So we got multiple penalties on the play.
That's a dead ball. You have.
Turn your mic off.
So Mr. Ralph King, can you please tell us what they're calling right here?
Okay, we have 2 fouls on the play. We've got a false start, and we're going to have a dead ball personal foul also on the defense.
Dead ball foul. Live ball. False start. Then we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the red. They'll both be assessed as they happen.
Yes.
So if I have it right, it should go up 10 yards against the defense when you take 5 and 15.
No, what they have to do in this situation is you have to walk the penalties off 5 towards the offense and then go back up 10 against the defense. You actually administer them in the order that they occurred. So the false start stopped the play, and then you had the dead ball unsportsmanlike on the defense.
So how many yards is an unsportsmanlike penalty?
15.
Okay.
I thought that's what you said, Tim.
Yeah, I did. He's a typical referee, you know. You know, but it's a math thing. You got to understand, John. It comes from math.
As it happened.
Yeah.
As it happened. 5 plus 10.
So we got now they're moving it up. So I'm looking at a second down and maybe
That's first down.
Oh, they picked up the first down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Automatic first down with that personal foul. No.
That's right. Okay.
If they gain it with a chance.
So here they are looking to throw, and they're going to throw
Elijah's
for the
throwing.
end zone.
He's got him. Oh!
He had it in the hands.
He had it in his hands. Game like this, you got to make a play like that. Good job by Elijah Gray. Getting his feet set, letting it fly.
And Carrion Ford was back on the defense.
You see right here, he's throwing it to...
You got to catch that ball.
Yep.
Put it right in your hands. You got to grab that.
Through his hands. Yeah, he was trying to hit number 5, it looks like right there.
So second down 10.
Mason Owens. Wow.
Man.
No time.
Shante Fountain came through there untouched. Untouched. Somebody missed a block.
Yeah, somebody missed the block right there. They got confused. I don't know with the front, with the look, but he was definitely not accounted for, and he did what he's supposed to do. He made the play. You see Elijah Gray takes the snap. He's looking, and wow. You see one of the Saints just whiffed. Just let him go by. Look like it's the running back right there. Yeah, number 7, number 51. Just didn't step up, and Latrell Thomas. You got to pick that man up. You see who it is. He's been all over the field all day. You got to pick that guy up. And 51 against Saints right there. So they got some things to talk about at halftime in the Saints team. They got to come out here with a new attitude. And that's probably one of the reasons why head coach Mike Powers keeps bringing the offense over to the sideline after every play. He's not trusting their mental fortitude or their attitude moving forward. Good defense.
Quan Gravely on the defense.
Yeah, Elijah Gray with a little bit of a rollout right there, trying to hit his wide receiver on the out pattern. But just a good job by Gravely.
So fourth down. They got about 20 yards to go here.
Yeah, everything that the Saints have tried to do offensively, Tim, the Glenville Panthers have had an answer for it.
Well, you got to think they're going to throw it. And you get the time to throw it. And he throws.
Yeah, number 10 had the ball right in his hands.
So it was an incomplete pass. Ball be turned over on downs. It'll be first down.
Yeah. Carry on Ford had chance, but I don't know why he jumped to catch the football, Tim. There was no reason to jump.
Yep.
I think that threw his concentration off. That was a nice hit right there by number 9 on the quarterback. He didn't know if he was going.
Now, you know, in the NFL, that would definitely be roughing the passer, because if you touch him the wrong way, it's especially against the Browns. They always call it against the Browns.
I can't agree with that. He didn't know if he was going to pull the ball down or not. He just threw it up. He had his head down. Yeah, well, they do call him for hitting the ball, hitting them low.
So 41 seconds. They got trips right. It looks like they're getting ready to throw one. You got to believe everybody's telling them get back.
Good block right there.
You got pressure on
got
him.
another 2. Oh,
ball thrown out of bounds.
Oh, look like he just lost it out of bounds, but good job by the Saints. They finally was able to corral that quarterback.
That's the first time we've seen some serious pressure put on the quarterback, and it was Latrell Thomas, the left defensive end.
Yeah, he does an excellent job right here. Nobody's open downfield. He's able to stiff arm his way out of that one, but got Gray right there. And it looked like he might have flicked it out of bounds. Yeah. But they called him for a sack, so. Looks like they're in formation to pass the ball. Low snap. He's open, he's open. Wow. Wow.
Ouch. Throw it anywhere but there. In my hands.
Yeah, McQuan Gravely right there doing an excellent job of tracking that ball down. Great throw by Witten.
See it come right in the hands.
Yeah.
I know what that young man's saying.
Yeah, number 6 back there playing on defense. The main thing is Don Lucas can't let anybody get behind him. He let him get behind him, and that's a no-no.
Now you know what McQuan Gravely's saying to us. Coach, give me another shot. I'll catch it next time.
Oh yeah.
I had it. I should have had it.
But the thing is you look at this Glenville coaching staff and his team, they're putting the pressure on the Saints. They're not letting up. There he is. He's got some room. And it looks like we're going to get a holding call.
So 16 seconds.
Yep.
Now, according to where the tackle was made, he's still short of a first down.
We got a penalty.
Well, you got a holding.
Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
And I think that holding call took place in the backfield.
Yeah.
So let me ask this, Ralph, when you look at this play and the holding call, the holding occurred on the other side of the field in the back of the zone, the backfield, and then you got him running on the other side. Is that something that's the norm, or is it something that an official looks at and says that really didn't have an impact?
But what happens here is you always look at the point of attack, and that's usually where the foul's going to occur. And anytime you have a penalty behind the run, it goes from the enforcement spot, which is where the flag lands.
So he faked it here, ran out. There's another flag.
Another flag, and another low snap that's throwing the timing off on the plays. The center's got to get that ball up.
We'll see what the penalty is here. The indication.
You can see the body language.
Hey, stop, son.
Witten. He's frustrated.
Face masking. Inadvertent. 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
Boy, they're making this referee work, man.
Yeah, they sure are.
Obviously, we're just finding out that McQuan from Glenville got that hand taped up. Had a hand injury during the week. So maybe they wouldn't use that as an excuse, would they, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would. They would.
So there's no time on the clock, but because there's a penalty, we're going to play one more down. So this is considered an untimed down.
It looks like they're going to just down it. Just take a knee and go to the locker room, which is smart. But nope, they go from the eye and they give it to the little guy.
So that brings us to halftime. It was Jameer Mason Owens on the tackle. Well, while we're here at half, the first thing we'd like to do is about a little while ago, I had a chance to sit down and talk to Karen Butler from Neon. And here's what she had to say. And our very special guest, our main sponsor that has made a huge impact in the 2019 season with Cleveland Muni football. Obviously, Karen Butler, Neon. I remember Karen Butler from the city.
City of Cleveland,
right. But health and everything has been always one of the
Yes.
big things with you. Let's talk a little bit about Neon and what was done this year.
Well, great. So we partnered with the Muni League, and we thought it was such an important thing to do, to focus upon the health of the kids, making sure that they have access to comprehensive services and making sure that they're safe and healthy when they're playing. So we were able to provide the physical examinations that the children needed in order to play. So it was a great partnership and a great way to connect with the Muni League.
And obviously, you're talking about how many kids we have in our league, and we're trying to get them to go and get their physicals, and some parents can't afford it, and they run into those issues. But the other part of this is, when I'm hearing Neon, I'm hearing it's more than just the physical part.
Yes.
You're looking at the whole child and saying, hey, here's where we can help and things that we can do.
Yes.
And there's several locations that you have throughout the city in Cleveland, Ohio. Can we talk a little bit about those locations?
Yes. So Neon has 7 locations throughout Greater Cleveland, and because of that, it makes us one of the largest federally qualified health centers or community health center networks in the entire Greater Cleveland area. And they're located in the neighborhoods, and that's very important because we want to be accessible. So we want to make sure that there are no transportation barriers, that cost is not an issue, and we are really about making sure that our children are healthy, that our families are healthy, and that our neighborhoods are healthy.
And how did it go the first year with the kids coming through?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Parents often brought them in. Sometimes the coaches brought the kids in, and our providers were eager to make sure that they got taken care of.
Well, first of all, as you can see, folks, Neon, again, they are a big sponsor of Cleveland Muni football. We appreciate everything you've done for this season. We look forward to the future and even doing more.
Thank you so much. It's our honor to be a part of this wonderful initiative.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, down on the field, we have the head coach of the Maple Heights Saints, Mike Powers. Mike, welcome to TV 20.
Thank you.
Obviously, I saw your team play a week ago to get into this championship game. I know you got to be a little disappointed on the tackling. You know, obviously the point of attack. And then the other thing that it seems like there's a couple plays you've called that's been right in their hands, and it's like, ouch, oh my Lord. What are you going to go in there and talk about this half? I'm sure there's some they're way better than this. We know that.
Well, the first thing we want to have to discuss is tackling. We're not tackling the football at all right now. We're in the position to make the play, but we're just not making the plays. We're deep in the backfield just like we were in the first game against these guys, and we're just not making plays on defense. As far as offense is concerned, we have open men, but again, up front, we're getting killed at the point of attack right now.
Yeah, Tim, this Mike, I'm sorry. Mike, this is John. I was going to say the same thing. The tackling has not met the standards and it won't get it done in a game like this. What's the plan for the second half?
Well, plan for the second half is to inspire them to come out and finish this game. You know, like I told the kids before we came out, we weren't expected to be here. We playing with house money, but right now we refuse to shove our chips to the middle of the table. We're trying to hold on to it. And when you're playing with house money, you got to put it all up. You got to gamble. You got to go for it. And we put in a game plan to prevent the pass by using pressure. And right now, for some reason, my guys are hesitant. I mean, we got open guys running towards the quarterback, running towards the backfield, but nobody blocking them, and we're hesitating. We're taking steps backwards. We've just got to go forward. If we go forward, then we can make an impression on this team and on this game, but we have to go forward.
All right, Mike, we'll get in there with your men, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more of second half highlights with the stats, and we'll talk also to the head coach of the Glenville Elite Panthers, Kelvin Spates.
Just try one. If you don't like it, it's easy to give up.
Uh-oh, nicotine. I'd better move fast. Up and away!
Go on, kid, go on.
It's Super Man, is it hard to give up smoking or is it easy like nicotine says?
You no good windbag, nicotine.
No, no, Superman. Leave me one. Please, I need one. Just.
That's how hard it is, and that's why I never say yes to a cigarette.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Jackson. You've probably seen media coverage of the growing opioid epidemic in northeastern Ohio. But what you might not know is how many of these tragedies begin with a seemingly innocent prescription for pain medication. That is why we're teaming with the Cuyahoga County Opiate Marketing Task Force to encourage you to know the risk. Go to the website on your screen to learn which pills are opiates and alternative ways of dealing with pain. Which starts as a prescription can end with addiction, so know the risk.
Welcome back to the 2019 Bantamweight Division Championship, where the Glenville Panthers are taking on the Maple Heights Saints. Right now we're joined by Coach Kelvin Spates of the Glenville Panthers. Coach Spates, you got off to a very good start.
Yeah, Coach. I was just telling the kids from the beginning, we just want to come out, control the ball. You know what I'm saying? We control the ball, I think we'd be fine.
You're mixing it up with some passing and some running. You got the athletes to do that. You got to be proud of the way that they're executing your offensive game plan.
Oh yeah, we had a great week of practice, man. I told you we practiced in the rain, and I told them, you know, as long as we just limit our mistakes and do what we practice and do what we've been doing all year, we'll be fine.
Hey, how you doing, Coach Spates? This is Jason. Now, playing with a big lead, what do you tell the kids going into the second half? How do you keep that same level of intensity and keep the focus going into the second half of this game?
I told them from the experience that I have, I told them that this game is not over until I see all zeros on the board. Keep our heads in the game, and you know, so anything can happen at any time. Keep the pedal on the metal.
That's a great job, Coach. See you in the second half.
All right, thank you.
All right, as we saw here, we had Coach Kelvin Spates, who's off to a very good start here in this championship Bantam game, to 20-0 over the Maple Heights Saints. They've got a real good staple of offensive players. Mr. Fountain doing his thing. Demarion Witten throwing the ball all over the place. You got Bryce West, as you can see, taking it to the house right there. Jason just got a plethora of weapons on that Glenville side.
You know, that Glenville team's got, like you said, a lot of weapons. You got Bryce West. Bryce West ended up with 108 total yards of offense in the first half. Marion Witten, the kid can hang in the pocket, throw the ball anywhere. And like you said, you got Fountain out back there to pound the ball. But let's talk about the big offensive line they got up front. I see those guys really moving that defensive line backwards each play.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of sustaining blocks. The Saints aren't too far back as far as size of Glenville, but they're just not sustaining the blocks to give their offensive weapons a chance to get upfield and make some plays. Elijah Gray, Antonio Bolden, Latrell Thomas, Devin Poole. They haven't been able to cut loose just yet today, but they get the ball first here in the second half, and we'll see what type of game plan Coach Mike Powers had decided to come out here with to start this third quarter.
We'll definitely see what Mike told his boys at halftime. They got the ball first, and you know, this first drive, you want to try to make a statement and put points on the board right now. Here we go. Start of the first quarter, third quarter. We got a bunch set. Same way they come on the first half. Now just power up the middle, quarterback wedge, pick up a few yards.
He popped loose.
Oh, wow, I didn't see him make it out of there.
Yeah, he popped loose for the first down. There got to be a sense of urgency, as you can take a look at the play right here. The Saints just coming off the football, hat on a hat. Elijah Gray just keeping his feet moving, securing that football, which is real important in tight like that, so he can get some positive yards, play to the whistle.
Yeah, and that's a great way to start quarter off and gain some confidence, pick up that first down. All right, lined up, bunch set again, they go wedge it again. We got a penalty on the play here.
Look like it might be against the offense. Yep, it is.
Let's sort it out. You know, and this was Mike. This
Dead
was
ball.
You know, and this is the same game plan Coach Mike Powers went into last week in the conference championship game, where he wanted to go ball control, you know, limit the opportunities for the offense, and try to keep that defense and try to keep his offense on the field.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, he was playing with a lead then.
Yeah,
now he has a deficit, and it's got to be some type of sense of urgency, because the way he's running the football in tight like that with that bunch formation, that keeps the clock moving, which limits your opportunities.
7:23 and ticking. Bunch set. Gonna wedge it up the middle again.
Hey, that's all y'all gotta do.
Now to bring up a short, it's a short gain there. Now to bring up a 2nd and long. It's about 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they're testing the patience of this Glenville defense. They're trying to lull them to sleep a little bit with this bunch formation, go straight up the middle, and they'll probably try to pop out with a pass. But the key to that is sustaining blocks on that Saints offensive line. Not much offense in that first half for the Saints. So they really got to start putting some big plays together. They open it up a little bit right here.
And here we go. We're going with a shotgun set. We got a twins to the left side, tight end to the right. Now they're motioning back to a tight set.
Watch the ball.
He's going to pass out of it. Might have a false start there.
Yeah, they just got to be patient.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Yeah, offense is definitely going the wrong way right now, John.
Yeah, it is. It's not the ideal way you want to start off the second half down 20-0, especially when you came out with a couple positive plays, wedging the ball right up the middle. They just have to raise the level of concentration.
All right, we're coming out here in the shotgun 2x2 set, single back. And once again, they're motion back to a tight set. One receiver up top. Elijah Gray drops back for a pass.
That Gray is elusive. I tell you, he's open. Good catch.
Oh. Great pitch and catch. Great pitch and catch. That was Elijah Gray throwing the ball to number 6, Don Lucas Jr.
Yeah, Lucas doing a real good job right here, and Gray doing an even better job of getting away from the defender as he couldn't bring him down. That was Ramir Askew's had a heck of a first half. Good catch with the hands. Gray did a good job of getting the ball to him. He gets upfield. There's number 4 over there to stop him before he could do any more damage.
Yeah, and that was a great play by a young quarterback. You know, most quarterbacks, once they break, contain, and get outside the pocket, they're looking to run. Elijah Gray kept his eyes downfield, seeing his receiver, and connected with him.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Powers has a lot of confidence in the way that Gray throws the football, and Antonio Bolden is his runner.
Watch the slot, boys. Watch the slot.
All right, shotgun set. You got 2 in the backfield.
Flare
out to Bolden. Just a little quick flare pass out to Antonio Bolden.
Yeah.
And number 2 on the stop, Bryce West.
Yeah, Gray's got to deliver this ball a little bit higher, though. You don't want the key to this pass is you don't want to stop the runner's momentum upfield. Right here, where he's got to bend down to concentrate on catching the football, gives the defender a chance to react and limit the gain on the play.
You know, it's a great heads-up play by West to be in position to make that tackle. We go here. We got a 2nd down and 8 from the 35-yard line. Once again, we got Twins down bottom, double. Gray sets up the pass. He's being pressured. He's got a receiver out there.
Oh! Both defenders misjudged the ball, and it hit number 5 right there, or right in his hands. That would be Jameer Mason Owens, as he couldn't quite haul it in. As you can see right here, the ball comes down. Number 4
Number 4 jumped a little early.
Yeah, looks like 3 got a tip on it, a little bit of a tip on it, but the old saying is, if it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
You know, once again, you got immediate pressure. So Gray's back there doing a little dancing around, but he's improvising and making guys miss and keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete.
All right, so we got a 3rd down and 8 here. Ball on the 35-yard line. We got a Twins to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield, and we have some movement.
Yeah, this is
false start.
Not good.
Penalties has been killing them this drive. Pushing back even further. Now we're looking at a 3rd down and 13.
And the Saints are dominating the clock in this quarter. They just have to get on the board.
And right now, you would have to think this is 4th-down territory for him.
I agree.
Bob with the snap.
Wow,
Takes
good
off.
job, Gray.
He's got some space. That's a lot better. You make it a 4th and manageable.
Yeah, it does. It does make it 4th and manageable, but I like to see him explode out of that backfield. Once he decides to run, and just get upfield the best he can, as fast as he can. Looks like he's tippy-toeing a little bit. He can't throw the ball once he gets past the line of scrimmage, but you can see right here, he's just jogging a little bit right there. And you got to take that man on.
Yeah, he was brought down by number 9, Mike Von Gravely. All right, so here we go. The all-important 4th down. 4th and 4 from the 31-yard line.
I'd like for them to keep the ball in Gray's hands.
Try to keep this drive going. And shotgun.
They got Antonio back there. He's the running quarterback, and he does what he does.
He might have enough.
He does have enough. He got more than enough.
There we go. And Bowden stands at about 6'3", so he's got a long stride. And that was the right play right there.
Yeah, again, Mike Powers trusts Bowden to run the football and trusts Gray to throw it. So you can probably pretty much predict what kind of play they're going to run depending on who's back there at quarterback. But a good job by that offensive line.
Okay, we have a timeout by the defense. See, now this is the game plan that Coach Mike Powers wanted to come out with in the 1st quarter. But just, you know, he's bringing it out in the 2nd half, but you're just down. It eats up so much clock, and playing with this deficit, you know, right now it's just all about playing with heart and pride.
Yeah, that explosive Glenville Panther offense jumped on top of him pretty quick, and this is a tough offense to run when you're coming from behind.
You know it. Y'all got to be strong. Quit standing up, D. Quit standing up, fellas.
That's Coach West firing his defensive line up.
Hey, Johnson, go to his linebacker spot. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Hey, because right now, running the ball, hey, this Saints offensive line is really getting at that defense right now.
Well, when you're down 20-0 and you're representing your conference, they've got some pride too. They know that they deserve to be here. I know Coach Powers said he's playing with house money, but hey.
That's another one.
That's got to be at least 7 or 8 penalties
False start.
due to false start.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like number 7, Latrell Thomas.
Yeah.
When you hear your name called, you don't want it to be for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
Well, we'll try this 1st down again. We got a 1st down 15 from 25-yard line. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Glenville 20, Saints 0. And there's Bowden with the direct snap.
That's
He
Antonio
takes it right
again.
up. Once again, great job by the offensive line. Great job by Bowden. Just powering it right up the middle, picking up yards.
Well, he's getting some holes, Jason. He's getting some creases in this defensive line. You see right there, the big fella, number 52, leading the way.
That's big Frederick Johnson.
Yeah. And he's getting some positive yards and building up that confidence.
Lined up again in the shotgun. Direct snap to Bowden, powers off the right side. And they stuffed him up that time. Ran off that right side behind number 53, Kevin Steele Jr.
Yeah.
And Glenville looked like they had an all-out blitz on.
Yeah, well, they can pretty much anticipate that's what they're going to run when they're in close back there, especially when Bowden is the quarterback.
All right, so we have a third down here. Third down, and I'm going to see a long 3. Shotgun set.
There he goes again.
And he powers off the left side this time. Same ball carrier as Bowden again.
And he has the first down.
He's brought down by a host of Panthers. That is enough for another first down.
Now we're under a minute in this quarter, Jason, and the Saints have milked the clock, went down the field. They got to get a score.
They got to get a score here. And hey, you know, the best way to stop a potent offense is to keep them off the field.
Keep them off the field. Keep them off the field. So this is when their concentration level has to go up to another level and come off on the football.
All right, so we got a bunch to the left, another shotgun type formation. Bowden gets a direct snap. He's looking to pass this time. He passes out to Elijah Gray. Elijah Gray's got a blocker in front of him. Hey, another positive game for the Saints.
Yeah, just another slow developing pass play. Everybody in close. But they executed. Did a good job right here. Good job by the line not getting downfield. To get a penalty, an ineligible receiver downfield. And that ends the quarter.
All zeros here. So as we come to the end of the third quarter, we still have Glenville up 20, Saints 0.
Open-minded people.
The spirit of innovation.
Passion.
Action. Rock and roll.
Cleveland. Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland!
Okay, we're back here now. I'm getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. You know, and John, for a lot of these kids, this is their last time playing unit football. So when you look at these Saints kids, you know, you don't want to go out with a donut on the boards. You want to fight hard and you want to try to do it all, you know, do your all to get points on the board. You want 6 right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride in these two organizations. Nobody wants to leave a goose egg hanging on the scoreboard. So I'm looking forward to seeing them give maximum effort right here as they're in the red zone.
All right, so we got second down. We got Bowden with the ball. He fakes the handoff to Gray. And that defense was ready. Number 99, Ramir Askew.
Yeah, Ramir Askew has played one heck of a football game today. He wasn't fooled at all by that backfield misdirection. Just doing a good job of reading his keys. And he stayed home and made the tackle on Bowden. Yeah, he's done a very good job. Premier Askew of East Academy, an 8th grader, 14 years old, honor roll, citizenship, likes to box. Favorite players like Le'Veon Bell. Favorite team is the Browns.
All right, here we go. We got movement here.
And he likes poetry.
Yeah, this like another false start on the offense.
Dead ball, false start. Offense.
It's a 6th penalty on this drive.
Repeat the down.
6 penalties on this long drive, John.
Yeah, well, that's not going to get it done, and that's not what Coach Powers talked to us about during halftime. Again, the Saints have to raise their concentration level down here in the red zone so they can get a score.
Right now, they've had the ball over 9 minutes and counting.
Yeah, well,
Glenville has not seen the ball in the second half.
Got to make it stand for something.
So we got Bowden lined up in the shotgun, bunch set to the right. And he'll get a ball coming to Elijah Gray, and he'll throw it.
Oh, he caught it. Touchdown. A little trickery right there by the Saints. Bowden to Gray to, who is that caught the touchdown?
Didn't catch the number on the touchdown.
Trying to get a number. These fancy jerseys, I tell you.
So here we go.
That's it. Bowden right here gets a good snap. Gray's looking for his man, keeping the ball free. Look like it's number 13. Is that a single-digit number? 13 right there with the catch, and that would be Deshaun Hamilton Jr. Great concentration, pulling that ball in, making that long possession.
You know, and that was real heads up by Gray not to cross the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it was. It was a good job by the offensive line to hold him out to the last minute, but I tell you what, Gray is impressing me. I'm surprised that he's not an all-star. He's made some plays in this game with his arm and his legs.
Yeah, and Gray moved up this year as a 12-year-old quarterback on that team. So we'll be seeing a lot of him next year.
Yeah, we will. And look forward to it, too, because a lot of these kids, like you mentioned before, Jason, the last year in Muni football, they go on to high school, and you can tell with the talent that they have, we're going to be watching them for a long time.
Line up for the kick.
Got it in the air, and he made it.
Attempt is good.
Wow.
So, hey, with 6 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, we now have a score of 20-8 Glenville.
And like I was saying, this will be the last time these guys play Cleveland Muni football, Jason. We have watched a lot of these young men from 6 years old all the way up until today.
You know, a lot of these kids start off at the termite level. You know, that's the fun years for them. They're out there, they're learning the game. You know, a lot of them just like deer in the headlights, they're just running out there, diving on the pile. You know, just going through the motions. And as they, you know, start to move up in the levels, they go to junior, they go to pee-wee. And once you reach that bantamweight level, you know, it's all about the next level, the next step in your progression as a football player.
Right, and you know, and that makes us just so proud. But the thing that we're really proud of when you look at these rosters and you see merit roll, honor roll, and these kids wanting to be doctors and lawyers, keeping those aspirations alive. And you got to hand it to these coaches for being positive influences in our student athletes' lives. And we commend them and we thank them. And we like to thank the parents as well for their contributions to the teams.
All right, start this fourth quarter. We have a penalty. And just talk a little bit about that long drive the Saints had. The Saints went 4 for 5 passing on that long drive.
5-yard penalty.
It took about 9 minutes.
Repeat first down.
You know, the thing I've noticed this year, watching all levels play, I can see the benefits from our flag football league in the spring, Jason. It's really rolled over into the contact sports, and they got more confidence in passing the football.
They have. Throwback. And that's an incomplete pass intended for Bryce West. They tried to set up a screen pass.
Things getting a little chippy there. Number 5 showing his displeasure for something. Jameer Mason Owens Jamie.
You know, you expect these two teams to compete to the very end.
Mm-hmm. See Carl Brown giving him some words of advice. The referee.
Yeah, Mason thought it was a live ball, so he, you know, and as a defender, you had to think it's a live ball. You didn't hear a whistle, you want to go after that ball.
Yeah, but you got to see the angle of the ball, knowing that it's thrown upfield. It's an incomplete pass at that point. The Saints got to stay disciplined. All the weapons that this Glenville Panther team has, they can pop on.
2 in the backfield, Twins up top. That's a handoff to Bryce West. Powering off the right side. He's got some space.
Laundry on the field.
No indication of a first down, but we do have a flag on the play.
And it looks like it's going to be holding. I'm trying to see it, but I don't. So we'll have to trust the referees.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat second down.
And so that was a holding on defense. That's going to negate the long gain by Bryce West. And it's going to back him up.
See the quarterback coming off the field right now for Glenville. Excuse me, Fountain coming off the field. If I was the Saints, I'd be happy to see that.
Okay. They're still trying to sort something out on the field. We'll have Coach Mike Powers out to the numbers.
Looks like he's not pleased with the mark that they got, so they gave him a chance to substitute West for Fountain. I don't know what the issue is.
Wait on the ruling from the officials right now.
To 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, we'll put more time back on the play clock. All right, we're ready to resume play here. Glenville shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield, Twins up top. We'll have a handoff here.
Wow, another missed tackle.
And that carry right there, that's number 9, Mike Gravely. That'll be enough for Glenville first down.
Yeah, Gravely, the wide receiver, another weapon for this Glenville team. As you can see him take the handoff, just run right through the Saints defender, run around another Saints defender before he's knocked out of bounds there by Gray. Beautifully executed play.
You know, Gravely is another one of those stellar athletes on the Glenville offense.
Yeah, their weapons just seem to be just endless.
Yeah, 8th grader, Euclid Junior High School. Favorite team was New Orleans Saints. And we all know New Orleans got a direct pipeline to Glenville High School in Ohio State.
Yeah, they do. I think that whole defensive backfield is all Ohio State.
Here we go. First down. Another handoff here. This is number 23. Powering off the right side.
Wow.
Got space. And that's number 13 on the tackle.
Yeah, Devontae Johnson on the run. Patrick Henry, 8th grader, showing that he's got some moves as well and some speed. Playing in his last Cleveland Muni football game. And
Devontae Johnson.
He's got some memories. He's got a good memory right here. He'll remember this play.
And look at the block by number 20.
Yeah, excellent blocking out front. before Bolden brings him down. Is it Bolden? No, it's 13, Deshaun Hamilton.
Yeah, and that was sprung by number 20, Demarion Gill. All right, so we're looking at a 1st and 10, 21-yard line, 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the 4th quarter.
Saints need a turnover.
We're going to motion into a trip set. A little quick slant.
Wide open.
He was wide open. The intended receiver was Kerryon Ford.
Yeah, he was wide open.
I think the quarterback kind of rushed that when he had time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then get his feet set right there. Kerryon Ford, another 13-year-old from Memorial Junior High School in 8th grade, playing in his last Muni football game as well. This is a senior-laden team for the Glenville Panthers. A lot of 8th graders.
And Kerryon's another honor roll student on that roster.
Yes, he is.
So we're looking at should we be at 2nd down now?
You gotta bump that man, D-boy. Hey! John! Cross reach, you got 7 coming your way.
It's a little delay on the field. Why? I don't know. Ralph, any idea why play is stopped right now?
The only thing I can think of is a clock issue.
Okay.
30 seconds. Thank you.
Play clock adjustment.
Yeah. Clock adjustment. Yep, game clock.
All right, here we go. We got a 2nd and 10. Glenville on the shotgun set.
Saints need a big play.
Now look to pass. Come over the screen pass.
Back to Bryce West, and he can run it.
He's got blockers out in front of him. And Bryce West is in. And that's enough for another Glenville touchdown. And that's number 2, Bryce West.
Wow, beautifully designed plays. You can see right here. Witten with the throwback, set up just right.
He's got blockers out in front of him.
Yeah, and he knows how to pick his spots right there as he goes into the end zone, leveling Deshaun Hamilton.
And with the key block, you got number 99, Ramir Gucci, Askew.
Yeah, Ramir's been all over the place.
And Ramir is another honor roll student, citizenship, and Ramir also takes a liking to boxing. He's a boxer. Favorite ball player is Le'Veon Bell. He loves poetry.
Poetry for a football player. Wow. Opposite ends of the spectrum, you would think. I like it, though. Okay, they need another player. Somebody is missing. They got to get him out there before the play clock is ran out.
And look, the Saints moved a little early. Number 52, Frederick Johnson.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Half the distance. Repeat the try.
Not many teams try for extra points, but every year seems like Jason is getting to be more and more. Trying to take advantage of those 2 points.
You know, you start the game off, you know, you get that touchdown and you get a 2-point conversion, which is our kick. You know, all of a sudden you're up 8-0. You know, that's a 2-possession ball game.
Dead ball. Snap infraction on the center. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
All right. 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Or maybe like 4 steps forward and 4 steps back.
The long extra point. Didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, I couldn't get it up in the air, so.
All right, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, the score now is Glenville 26, Saints 8.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the last touchdown. Beautifully executed play as Witten fakes to the left and throws back to the right. He's got two blockers out there. Again, Askew doing an excellent job right there as West gets into the end zone.
And, you know, prior to West getting You know, so we're in the fourth quarter right now. It's time to start looking at these specialty awards. You know, and I think West should be in the running for that Offensive Player of the Game award.
Yeah, he and Fountain, they got to be neck and neck in that with Witten right there, maybe a step behind, and you look at Gray and you look at Bowden on the Saints side of the ball too, as being the offensive weapons for the Maple Heights Saints.
You know, got the Saints back on offense and back in the tight set. You know, just want to try to pick up a few first downs, milk this clock, and get out of this ball game. When you look at some of the turning points of this game, penalties. You know, penalties played a big part. When you have the Saints, they've been penalized 12 times this game. Wow. And it's hard to overcome that amount of penalties.
Yeah, it is, especially with explosive offense like the Panthers. And most of them was illegal procedure.
Oh, we had an Aaron snap.
Oh, look at Askew. Is he there? Has he got it? No.
Somebody's got the ball.
23. I believe that'll be another score.
Do we have a scooping score?
Yep, right there. Devontae Johnson.
Just got a touchdown signal. Not sure if it was blown dead or not.
So that's another 7 on the board. Another 6. Yep. That's what it looks like. See right here, Aaron snap.
He just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for it. There's Askew right there, and then Johnson picked the ball up. He never touches the ground, never went down at all. Scores the touchdown. Devontae Johnson trying to end his career on a positive note. And looks like we're lining up for an extra point. I just don't see the points up on the scoreboard.
Let's get him in there. Go for Amp. Let's get him in there. Let's get him in there. Let's go, O-line.
Yep, so it's official. It's a touchdown, Glenville.
Good job. Again, I don't know if the center hiked the ball too soon or the quarterback definitely wasn't ready for the ball.
You know, it seemed like he was still calling his cadence out. You know, eyes wasn't on the ball, and he barely even seen the sail past his head.
Yeah, he was looking toward his right. I don't know if he wanted to make an adjustment or what, but a bad time for that miscommunication to happen. They've got a timeout now by the Glenville Panthers. So while we take that timeout, great season, Jason.
This has been a really good season for us. You know, you say you look at the bantamweight division, and that's been, you know, it's been a premier division for us for a long time. I think we played with just over 400 kids in the division this year. With a lot of the kids, you know, moving on to high school. You know, we moved a freshman out of the league last year. So this is our second year of just going with all 8th graders, unlimited weight. You know, you're starting to see bigger boys out here, bigger linemen. And I can see the noticeable difference from last year to this year going into our second year with the linemen. You know, guys actually firing off, engaging, the skill set that comes with playing the position, and guys actually buying into being a lineman.
Yeah, and what we do and coaching, trying to coach the coaches on how to coach line play, that's contributed to the success in that area as well. I agree with you. The way that they stay engaged in the blocking, the finishing the blocks, it's really grown tenfold this season.
All We'll line up for the extra point attempt from Glenville. Demarion Witten at quarterback. Demarion Toe Witten at quarterback. And he'll hand it off. Oh no, he didn't hand it off.
A fumble, but he's able to get back on it. And it looked like they got a lot of second teamers in there now, trying to get some guys a chance to play football.
So that extra point attempt is no good. So with 3 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, Glenville stretches their lead 32-8.
Need food? We can help. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Benefits Outreach Department works within the community to help individuals locate food and apply for SNAP and other public benefits. Weekdays, our help center accepts phone calls from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and walk-ins from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 216-738-2067 or stop in our facility at 15500 South Waterloo Road. Our benefits outreach counselors are out in the community every day assisting with benefit enrollment and connecting the community to vital resources. Keep your eye out for our food truck, providing free, fresh produce and SNAP enrollment in the community. For more information, visit www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/gethelp.
Back here, so Saints take the ball on offense. We got first down and 10. Looks like we got a quarterback change here.
Yep, we got some players in there that hasn't played all day. And this little guy right here, I think he fell on the football, holding his stomach a little bit. It's number 21 on the carry. You see right here, it's 30, takes the snap, hands it off to him. He's looking for somewhere to go. Couldn't quite find a crease, and they bring him down right there. Yeah, he falls right on the football. It's number 21, Cameron Knight from Heskett Middle School, a 7th grader, so we'll be seeing him back next year. And that quarterback is number 30, Taylor Gordon, Kenneth Clement, 7th grader, 12 years old, Merit Road student. We'll see him back again next year, so it's good to get these guys get out there and see the speed of the game.
Taylor Gordon. All right, Taylor Gordon is lined up at quarterback right now, shotgun formation, and he'll fake the handoff. Taylor keeps it this time off the left side before he's eventually brought down by a host of Panthers.
Yeah, it's good to see both these teams getting the players in there that don't normally get a lot of time, but getting some experience here today. And believe me, folks, they won't forget about it.
You know, this is good for the coaches. You know, the game is out of hand now. It's already decided. You know, you go ahead and get the backups in, let these kids get the opportunity to get some experience, play on television, you know, hear the name called.
Exactly. Exactly. Look like they kept some of the mainstays in at offensive line to help protect them.
Yeah, you want to protect your future back there.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so we got Taylor lined up, shotgun. He'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself again, and he's brought down. That'll be another short loss in the backfield for the Saints.
Yeah, good penetration right there by number 11 and number 34. As number 11 is Zephanian Beverly. Good job by him. And 24, I believe it was, on the tackle along with him. And it was Andre Williams, I believe, from Milkovich Middle School. See, they got the water, the ice water ready to dump Coach Spates. He gets close. 40 seconds to go in. Not Coach Spates, but they got an assistant coach right there as they celebrate the victory with 27 seconds and counting in this game. Gordon again, ready to take the snap. And in motion, giving the ball in the jet sweep. He tried to get up the middle, but not quite able to get any positive yards, as that was number 11 that time on the carry for the Maple Heights Saints. And that's the last play of the ball game as we crown the Glenville Panthers, the 2019 Bantamweight champions. We'll be right back with the director, Jason Dunn, on the field for the awards ceremony.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Jackson. You've probably seen media coverage of the growing opioid epidemic in northeastern Ohio. But what you might not know is how many of these tragedies begin with a seemingly innocent prescription for pain medication. That is why we're teaming with the Cuyahoga County Opiate Marketing Task Force to encourage you to know the risk. Go to the website on your screen to learn which pills are opiates and alternative ways of dealing with pain. Which starts as a prescription can end with addiction, so know the risk.
Until all our daughters are safe. Until all our children have families. Until all our families have homes. Until all our parents are cared for. We'll be here.
Hey, this is Jason Dunn, Director of Cleveland Union Football. I'm down on the field with the 2019 Bantamweight Division runner-ups, the Maple Heights Saints. I want to bring up Coach Mike Powers, the head coach of the Saints. Or should I step back here? Hey, Coach, you guys did a great job this season. You know, you had a pretty tough schedule to start off with. You was able to, you know, bounce off of those early losses you took and really rally the guys and get them here to the championship. A lot of people counted you guys out, didn't think you'd be here today. But there was something in that locker room, something on that practice field out of Maple that where you felt different. Can you kind of talk about that?
First of all, take my hat off to the victors. Great job, Glenville. Great program, good coaches, good kids, good fans. As far as the Maple Heights Saints, there's no secret to success. It's just a little bit of hard work, a great coaching staff, good leadership with Duke at the head, and kids like these behind me, willing to come to practice, willing to sacrifice. You know, they gave me everything they had. I got nothing but respect and pride and love for this group. They'll be etched in my heart forever.
Thanks a lot, Coach. So right now, I'd like to present the 2019 Bantamweight Division City Runner-Up Trophies to the Maple Heights Saints.
Thank you.
We'll join Glenville. I am now down in the field, joined by your 2019 Bantamweight Division City Champion, Glenville Elite Panthers. So we're going to start this trophy ceremony off by bringing up one of our specialty awards. This kid had 7 tackles on defense. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Number 23, Devontae Johnson. Mr. Devontae Johnson, 7 stops, 7 tackles on defense. And you had the heads-up play where from the instant replay, you almost went down, but you had enough awareness to push off, get that ball, and run the distance for a touchdown. You want to talk about that moment? All right, Devontae, would you like to thank anybody? I mean, it's been a long road for you guys.
I want to thank Glenville Elite. I want to just thank the whole team.
We want to thank the whole team. Okay, well, Mr. Johnson, congratulations on being the 2019 Defensive Player of the Game. All right, we have another specialty award here. This one right here goes to our Outstanding Offensive Player of the Game for the 2019 Bantamweight Division Championship game. This kid totaled 136 yards of total offense, 2 touchdowns. Bryce, come on up here. Mr. West is in the building. And you scored 2 a long pass play, scored a screen pass. You made plays on defense. I mean, you had a real all-around effort today. You want to elaborate on it?
I'd like to thank my mom, my brothers, especially that one right there, my brother Braylon. He told me how to come up and hit, especially when I died. And I know sometimes he yell at me, but he wants the best for me, and my coaches and my O-line. Thank y'all for always providing for me as long as I live. I love y'all, man.
Well, once again, congratulations, Bryce, our 2019 Bantamweight Division Offensive Player of the Game. Great job. Now we want to bring up head coach Kelvin Spates. Coach Kelvin, you guys were here last year. What made this run here so much more special than last year's run?
Just telling the kids, we went through a lot all year. Then the big thing, losing Rob J. The most special part about it is just winning it for him. I want to ask everybody that's in the stands right now, if you're a Glenville fan, could you put your right fist up in the air one time for me? Tighten up.
Great job, Coach. So we're going to now present the 2019 Bantamweight Division City Championships to the Glenville Elite Panthers. It's all yours, Coach. All right, we're going to toss it back up to you, Tim.
Well, again, John, you talk about an outstanding football team. The Glenville Elite Panthers, they came to play today, and they showed why they're really the league champions.
Yeah, they did, Tim. All of their stars got involved in this game. They made maximum effort, made plays, and I'm sad to see a lot of these kids move on. It's been a real joy. I know that Rob J is up above looking down on this organization, and he's really, really proud of what he's seen to here today.
And obviously, John, this wraps up our run with all the championship games, and we want to congratulate all those champions. We also like to say a special thanks to our sponsor, Neon, and all the sponsors of Muni Football, the volunteer coaches, the organizations, and we'd be remiss if we don't mention TV 20. They've been able to come into your house and provide these every year to see Cleveland's kids and their greatest on your screen, and we look forward to continuing. Well, this will wrap up all our championship games in Muni Football, but stay tuned next week to TV 20. We'll start that journey on all-star action from the Cleveland Muni Football League. Again, our final score today, the Glenville Elite Panthers 32, Maple Heights Saints 8. So for John Good, I'm Tim Wells. We'll take a look at some of the faces, some of the great plays. Good night, everyone.
Good night.